One game for the right to move on. It's Game 7 of the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. From American Airlines Arena in South Florida, tonight, the Miami Heat taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Hi again, everyone. Ed Cohen with my partner, Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Heat coming into play. They'll have the home crowd behind them, and they'll need it as they look to advance past this first round.
And this pressure just ratchets up when you get to a Game 7. These guys have a chance to leave everything on the court. You can't worry about what lies ahead. You got to put all your focus and attention on this one game. This is your one moment.
To Butler. The pass set it all up.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Good look that time, but off the mark.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Butler to Oladipo. 5 to shoot for Miami. Oladipo, his first effort, off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in there.
Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
To Brogdon. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Wide open look, won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
The jumper's off the mark. Bucks basketball. Take stock of the floor. The drive right to the basket. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's usually one that he'll knock down. To Butler. To Oladipo. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Victor Oladipo. It's Middleton with the rebound. Pass stolen by Miami. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Easy path to the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Oladipo into the front court. 2-point advantage. And a throwdown.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Bucks at the controls. To Middleton. Brogdon. Probing the defense. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Butler to bring it up. Leads a bucket. Oladipo to Butler. Here comes the screen. To Oladipo. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Antetokounmpo to Brogdon. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Oladipo. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 3 for 6 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
To Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Adetokunbo throws it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Oladipo into the front court. 10-all is our score. To Butler. And that one out of bounds off the buck. Oladipo. Down to 5 on the 24. For 3, he was all over him. Middleton to Brogdon. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Giannis with it up top. It's 12-10. To Holiday. Can't connect from inside.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Giannis in control of the basketball. 14-10 the score. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Got it.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
The Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo to Brogdon. Shot clock winding down. Short jumper stays out. To Oladipo. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Now a whistle. And we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Holiday to Adetokunbo. And Ariza able to grab the rebound. Dragic with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Antetokounmpo to Korver. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Drew Holiday at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. He'd have the basketball. Oladipo to Butler. Sizing up the defense. Butler for two. No good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Holiday in possession. His team down 9. To Antetokounmpo. Holiday to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't do much better than that. Kyle Korver misses the shot.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Nothing going here on that drive. Drew Holiday sizing up Butler. Shot clock winding down. Antetokounmpo knocks it down in the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Giannis Antetokounmpo with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. And he adds the free throw. Dragic into the front court. His team up by 7. Oladipo. No good. That's great defense. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Rocking the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Here comes the screen. It's claimed by Milwaukee. To Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo to Antetokounmpo. Scores from the post. Miami with the basketball to Oladipo. To Butler. Tosses. Bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Korver to Holiday. Korver to Antetokounmpo. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you got to be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one, counted. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. No good. No daylight. Great defense. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Holiday, not that time. He misses. Dragic with it. Lead is 2. To Oladipo. Not today.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Korver. Oladipo grabs the board. Dragic with the basketball. Leads 4. Here comes the screen. To Dragic. Nothing going here on that drive. Dragic. To Oladipo. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go. Tucker picked up by Ariza. Bam Adebayo, able to recover with the block. Oladipo into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Not that time. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Korver, down low to Mirotic. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
And he converts on the free throw. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Dragic to Oladipo. 5 to shoot for Miami. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Dragic into the front court. Leads 3. Jumper's good.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Bucks at the controls. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. They get it down to Tucker. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Oladipo into the front court. Up by 3. From long range. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Not that time. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down 3. Bam Adebayo. Snatching it out of the air. That's out. Last touch by Goran Dragic. New blood coming in for both sides. Rebound comes to Miami. It's the Heat with the possession. Here comes the screen. To Oladipo. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Giannis with it up top. They trail by 7. To Middleton. Fires the 3, so the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Antetokounmpo to Holiday. Here comes the screen. Whoa, Chris Middleton. He's 2 for 2 now.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Oladipo. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down. Milwaukee with the basketball. Brogdon to Antetokounmpo. It's good.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Oladipo into the front court. Leads a bucket. Has a look. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Jimmy Butler for 2. Rebounded by Mirotic. Holiday controls the basketball. He'll run the offense. Adetokunbo. To Butler. Victor Oladipo with the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Alexia Jinsa pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Oladipo to Butler. Off the assist.
Ed, that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Bucks basketball. Brogdon. Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. Oladipo to Butler. Baseline drive. Nikola Mirotic. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Oladipo to Butler. Oladipo. And the finish. Slam dunk.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Middleton to Adetokunbo. No good. Defense catching a break there. Crushes it home. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Giannis for two. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You see the great
The 2021 NBA playoffs one-round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Green Vein 2021.
Butler to Oladipo. Big finish at the rim.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Margins 8. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Rebounded by the Heat. Butler to Oladipo. Knocked loose. Heat get control.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Oladipo. Terrific vision. It's a big finish.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Philadelphia 76ers led Series 3-0 over Washington Wizards in the 2021 NBA playoffs one-round season 8 games.
Probing the defense. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Kelly Olynyk with a piece. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kelly Olynyk. Holiday. Fires the three. Tough shot. The former second-rounder Brogdon continues to amaze.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Middleton to Brogdon. Middleton to Brogdon. shot from the lane won't go. Victor Oladipo trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over
Los
to
Angeles
Jalen Rose
Lakers
for our
led
EA
Series
Sports
3-1 over
halftime
Phoenix
report.
Suns in the
Jalen.
2021 NBA playoffs one-round season 8 games.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Heat are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Miami Heat. The Bucks are still very much in this matchup. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Assists.
The chemistry for each squad has been great today, and that explains the high assist total. Coming out of halftime, I'm interested to see what kind of defensive adjustments are made to limit the easy scoring opportunities.
Player of the half.
Oladipo has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after 1 half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Oladipo into the front court. His team up by 7. To Butler. Curling inside.
Utah Jazz led Series 2-1 over Memphis Grizzlies in the 2021 NBA playoffs one-round season 8
exactly
games.
where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. Around the perimeter, Middleton to Holiday. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Jimmy Butler trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Off the mark on his free throw. Trying to cash in. It's no good. Great defense. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Oladipo. Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. The official's ready. Let's see who can take the jump. Holiday in possession. The margin standing now at 7.
Series is now tied at 2-2 between Portland Trail Blazers and Denver Nuggets in the 2021 NBA playoffs 1-round season 8 games.
Butler into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Count the basket inside.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Oladipo into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Kelly Olynyk, a couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo. Tough make through traffic.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Screen coming. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Giannis with it up top. His guy's down 11. To Holiday. Whoa! What a finish! Gotta love the rim rockers.
Got to be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives,
Los Angeles Clippers win Series 4-0 over Dallas Mavericks in the 2021 NBA playoffs 1 round to move on to the NBA playoffs 2-round season 8.
Great feed. Cashes in for 2.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Adetokunbo gets it in the left corner. Holiday. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Knocked loose. He'd come up with it. And finishes strong.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it,
Brooklyn Nets win Series 4-0 over Boston Celtics in the 2021 NBA playoffs. 1 round to move on to the 2021 NBA playoffs 2-round Season 8 game.
It's the Heat with the possession. Oladipo to Butler. Here comes the screen. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Holiday controls the basketball. Down 11. To Adetokunbo. Lets it fly from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Whoa, Chris Middleton looking good. 4 for 5.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Oladipo. Now a steal by Milwaukee. To Holiday. Nice pass to set things up.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
To Butler. Oh, he had it.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
And draws the foul.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Victor Oladipo. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Milwaukee with the basketball. DiVincenzo to Middleton. Butler to bring it up. The lead stands at 9. Jimmy Butler, 4 out of 10. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
To Oladipo. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Bucks basketball. Holiday. To Adetokunbo. Alexia Jinsa. Tips it. Keeps it alive. Gotta love the hustle. To Korver. Giannis for 2. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Here's a chance from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss. Holiday in possession. They trail by 7. To Korver. Holiday. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Butler into the front court. He'll run the offense. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follows, still no good. Holiday controls the basketball. Right now, down 7 to Korver. Adetokunbo. Down low to Mirotic. Offensive board. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw try, off the mark. Holiday at possession. His guys down by 9. To Korver. Adetokunbo. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Oladipo to Butler. Shot from the lane won't go. Knocked loose. He'd get control. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what you can do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
To Korver. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Oladipo into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Holiday. Now 3 on the shot clock. Shot misses there for Adetokunbo. Oladipo into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Holiday controls the basketball. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Here comes the screen. Holiday. And that one out of bounds off a buck. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Miami's got it. Oladipo. And stuffs it home.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here comes the screen. Short jumper won't fall. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. That ends the third quarter. The Heat with the lead. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Adetokunbo can't connect. To Oladipo. Dragic. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Short jumper off the mark. Oladipo into the front court. The lead is 11. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Goes to the left side. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Oladipo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance of a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Goran Dragic at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. The free throw is good. Finishing off the 3-point play. The lead grows to 12. DiVincenzo to Korver. Here comes the screen. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
To Oladipo. For 3. Oh, he hits the 3.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Beyond the arc for 3. You need a brick wall to defend this guy. One of the best in the game, Kyle Korver.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Goran Dragic at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. To P.J. Tucker. To Middleton. Has a chance. Middleton off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Won't go. To Brogdon. Screen coming. Short jumper stays out. Dragic with it. Lead is 12. To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo. To Dragic. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. 24-second violation. Changes coming from both sides right now. Holiday to Adetokunbo. Knocks it down from mid-range.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Add 2 points to the board.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Knocked loose. He'd come up with it. And throws it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Adetokunbo to Middleton. They love this hustle. Dragic to Oladipo. From long range. Rebound gathered by Holiday. Brogdon to Holiday. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Fires the three. The Heat secure the rebound. Dragic with the basketball. They lead it by 14. Deep right corner. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Giannis with it up top. Down a bundle. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Oladipo to Dragic. Five seconds to shoot. Just off the mark.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
5 to shoot. Greek Freak for 2. Off the mark. Dragic into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Nothing going here on that drive. Dragic to Oladipo. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Adetokunbo to Holiday. Can't connect from in close. To Oladipo. Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Adetokunbo to Korver. To Adetokunbo. Off the assist.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Nothing going here on that drive. Bucks have the rebound. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down big. Has a look. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
Old school equals high percentage.
Dragic with it. Looking to make something happen. To Butler. Dragic. The Bucks clear the rebound. Holiday in possession. Trailing by 14. Screen coming. Holiday to Adetokunbo. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
He'd have the basketball. Butler. Short jumper off the mark. Holiday controls the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dragic with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Giannis with it up top. His guys trail by 10. In the slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Dragic to Butler. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Going to launch beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Adetokunbo. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Proud City.
Butler. Fires the three. Not going down here. Giannis in control of the basketball. The deficit is 6. And he hits. And a putback slam.
When you let him get inside position like that on the glass, you can expect that every single time.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. From the outside, no good. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Deep three at the buzzer. The Heat with the victory. And they're moving on to the second round of the NBA playoffs. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
And it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat are one step closer to a championship with today's win. Still, the journey is far from over. They've got to stay focused. They want this journey to end with the Larry O'Brien Trophy in their hands. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Miami Heat. The Bucks weren't able to advance after that tough loss. I got a sense they didn't expect for their offseason to start just yet. I know what the feeling's like, and it can be tough, but it's all about how you come back from it. Who knows what they'll be like next season? It'll be interesting to see for sure. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Oladipo played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.